Vandalism by Juan Donoso Cortes. First published June 1st, 1837. A trustworthy friend of ours, who has just arrived from Granada, has referred the following to us. The sword of Boabdil is preserved, chained, and guarded with the greatest care in the home of the Marquis of Campo Tijar. That of King Ferdinand the Catholic has been melted down by order of the authorities in order to produce a fistful of silver weighing a few ounces. This fact reflects the mean and destructive character of the dominant party. No comment is necessary. What comment could speak more loudly than this? While the sword of Boabdil, the defeated Saracen, is preserved thanks to a piety which does not allow artifacts of glory to pass away, the sword of Ferdinand the Conqueror, the first and greatest of our kings, who gave a new scepter to Spain and a new world to mankind, is broken in pieces by a sacrilegious hand. Does this mean that we are living in the latter days, days of eclipse for nations and decadence for mankind, when popular glories no longer enjoy a public cult, but take refuge in domestic hearths? That we are living in those miserable days in which morality, not encouraged in the state, takes refuge in the individual? Men of the dominant party, the Marquises of Campo Tijar, are greater than you. You insult the memory of the conqueror. They honor the memory of the defeated. Why do you insult that memory? Do you ignore that the memory of the king who spread his power through remote regions is not your patrimony, but the patrimony of the people? Poor people! You fail to give them bread, and you destroy their monuments of glory. Don't you realize that the monuments that preserve the memory of heroic acts inspire the people with the lofty ambition to surpass past ages in fame and glory? Don't you know that people who admire nothing become degraded and brutish? Don't you know that a people who experience only the spectacle of devastation and ruin become disheartened? And if it raises its voice, it will not be to ask for liberty, but to beg for chains. Imbeciles! You aspire to make a people free, yet you do not know how to inspire them except with the thoughts of a slave. We do not know the page in history that posterity is preparing for you, but we would not want to read our own names there. Your intelligence is bright, but your heart is not generous. You are ambitious to gain popularity. By laying hands on the sacred vessels, you attack popular beliefs. Although ambitious for glory, you extinguish the sense of glory by treading underfoot the people's attachment to memories. You begin by suppressing historical monuments, and yet desire that your own names be preserved. You are an anachronism in the midst of civilization because you do not respect what civilization values. You would also be an anachronism in the times of barbarism, because in those times, memories are powerful and beliefs sacred. Your heart is vacuous, and hearts are vacuous only in decrepit civilizations. Your intelligence is vacuous, and intelligence is vacuous in barbaric societies. These two characteristics, a vacuous heart and a vacuous intelligence, when joined in the same person, produce a ferocity without grandeur and timidity without compassion, traits that are manifested in you and the eunuchs of a seraglio.